Hi guys, it's Lana Eucalyptus here, and today I wanted to start a series about dreaming or lucid dreaming. And today, what I wanted to discuss was how I learned how to lucid dream. So, what not many of you know about me, or maybe some of you do, is that I often lucid dream, or I have dreams that are somewhat predictive of the future. And I actually learned how to lucid dream before I really knew what lucid dreaming was. So today I want to just discuss how that happened and how I sort of accidentally learned how to do this. Really cool, I guess, trick, or maybe just something. I don't know what to call it, but anyways, this is a quick edit. Okay, so I wanted to explain what lucid dreaming was. Lucid dreaming is basically when you wake up in your dream and you become conscious that you are dreaming. And once you become conscious you are dreaming, then you can sort of pick the path that you go down and what you can explore. You can look at things that you didn't see before. You can look at like the trees more, or you could look at the ocean more, or you could go anywhere you want in the world. Basically, whatever you want to do, you have complete control of the dream. And colors are way more beautiful, like tones that you've probably never seen, like iridescent, neon, fluorescent, melting. I mean, it's pretty amazing. So I just wanted to put this real quick in here because I didn't explain it in my video. So, alright, on to the video. Okay, so when I was little, I'd say I was maybe 13 or 14. I already had like some experiences with meditation, but I didn't have any of that stuff around me. Like, no one knew about that really. The only thing I had around me was a very Catholic family who knew how to like pray, but no one ever really spoke to me about meditation. And I didn't have the internet when I was little, so I really didn't know what it was. And that's something else I sort of accidentally fell into. So I already kind of felt like something else was out there. I had a really high spiritual bond, and I always knew that God existed. I didn't know exactly what God was, or how to explain what it was, but I knew that there was something else out there. Okay, so flash forward, I'm like 13 or 14, and around this time, my grandfather dies, and he was a very high, really big part of my life. He was sort of like a father to me, and he really inspired me. He told me to keep drawing, and he told me that I was like a great artist, and he was super nice. Like, he would walk in the room and like everyone just knew him. Like, no matter where we went, my grandpa was just known because he was so nice and amazing, and like he would make people feel good about themselves, and he was like always laughing and joking, and he didn't take life seriously. And even though he got drafted in the war and everything like that, and he was sad about stuff about the war, but he really never showed these other emotions. He sort of was always had a happy face on, always showed his best to the world, and always tried to make the best out of life. Okay, so anyways, when he got sick in my life, it was a really big event, and it was really sad for me. And when he ended up dying, I started having these dreams about him. And in these dreams, he was coming to me, but I knew that he was already passed, and he knew that he was already passed. And I would basically just be like so shocked that he was there in front of me speaking to me, like that I would basically like wake up in my dream, and I would look directly at him and see him, and ask him questions like, Grandpa, like, why are you here? You know, like, you died, like, why are you here? And he would honestly just give me these answers of something like how he was when he was alive. You know, he would always just give me like these joke answers, like kind of telling me, he's like, you can't keep me down, you know, I'm the gorilla, like you can't keep me down like that. But like in all reality, like he knew that he was past, and like he knew that he was visiting me, and I knew he was visiting me, and we were just like basically having a great time together. And the thing that I noticed directly after having this first dream is that it feels different waking up from a dream like that than it did with waking up from any other dream. So when I woke up from this dream, I knew it was a more powerful dream than other dreams like that I've had. So when I started waking up when he was in my dreams, I would have these dreams like very frequently, and every time I would wake up consciously in my dream, become completely conscious that I am dreaming, and try to speak to my grandpa, and he would tell me things. Like another time I was speaking to him, and he told me, he's like, yeah, now that I'm in heaven, or I passed. He's like, I have this phone now, but you're the only number I have. You're the only number I can call. And I was like, wow, you know, and I think that was more of like a symbolic thing, saying that he could only basically get to me on on Earth, because maybe not other people in my family were open-minded to it, or they just didn't have that sense in them, or I don't know, you know, I don't know exactly how it all works, but that's something that he told me in my dream as well. So when I got a little bit older and I started learning more about what lucid dreaming was, then I had my first actual lucid dream without my grandpa in it, and I was able to control my whole dream. And that takes me down another journey of lucid dreams, which I would like to keep going on and tell you guys more about them if you guys want to hear about it. So, this was my first video for like an intro on lucid dreaming. I have a lot more stories to tell you about this this these things that I've seen or experienced or have dreamt of. I don't know exactly how everything works, what's going on, but there's some cool shit going on, and if you guys want to hear more, then let me know, and I will definitely love to tell you guys more about this, and just get the word out there, and just, you know, maybe open some more minds to this power that we all have. I do believe we all have this power. It's just if you are open and willing to try it. There's nothing to be scared of. If you become scared, that's, I believe, when something scary can happen to you. You know, you have to realize that whatever you do in life, no matter if you're walking down the street in real life or not, you have to realize that you are going to bring the energy that you put out to the world. So if you're gonna be scared of this stuff, I'm sure scary things will happen to you. But you have to know that if you do see something like that in your dream, that you have the power to basically tell them to fuck off. Because you are in control 100%. Okay, so if you guys liked this video, then tell me if you want to hear more. I would love to tell you more about these stories. So thanks guys, and bye.